Hey everybody, welcome to Northernlion Tries Who is Awesome. You could make so many jokes here. It's me, I'm awesome. It's you, you're awesome. You know who's awesome? People who click the like button if they enjoy the video. I could make those jokes, but I won't. This is a bit of a rare one for a Northernlion Tries. It came out today. It's just over $1 Canadian, which means it's probably $1 US, and I know nothing about it except that I read the description, and it said it's a mini-game collection for one player. And I went, you know what? That's for me. I liked Game Soup. I love WarioWare. Why don't we check it out? So honestly, like, I really don't know what we're doing at all. But I think you can change maybe the dudes. I don't really know what I'm doing. You could change the rooms. And you could change the table, okay, and you could change the tasks. As far as I'm concerned, this is fine. Select a character. Honestly, I will be bird with bucket and sword. Awesomeness ranking. There I am. Round 1, button reaction test. 3, 2, 1. Catch and I didn't realize they changed color. So you know what? That one's on me 100%. Not my finest moment. Round 2, button sequence. Okay. Repeat the sequence of pressing the buttons. Purple, red, purple, purple. He's done it. I've set a new record. And I'm back up there. Button Garland. Tap the button that doesn't change color. What the heck? No, that was not the... This is already, I'll tell you, it's a hard game to play while simultaneously trying to have a conversation. Find and tap a unique card. Yeah, I see ya. Yeah, I see ya. You can't fool me. Narrator voice. You can fool me. Okay, come on. We can get our honor back. Defect. Tap the button that didn't flash green. It's this button. Let's go. Instantaneous. If you can't beat the AI in a minigame collection, it might be time to hang up the... Tomorrow is indeed the 12th of February. Oh my god. That's also the most scuffed checkmark I've ever seen in my life. What? I didn't get any points? Today's the 12th of February. Yeah, yes. So I am horrible, and perhaps it's calling even my intelligence into question. That's okay. Tap the card that remained in place. I'm ready. Oh, Jesus. I honestly didn't know what it was. Was it Diamond Pickaxe? This is embarrassing. Frequent card. Tap the card that appears more often than the others. Skull. He's done it. Okay. All we have to do is take the speed limit sign out of our brain. We can do this. Tap the button that didn't flash yellow. The third button will not flash yellow. All the other ones already have. This one's easy. This one's easy. Well, look at that. We're getting back in there. New card. Tap the card that wasn't there before. Banana crown phone, flag joystick robot. No coffee. There was no coffee. I told you, if you turn your brain into the Autobahn, you can make this happen. The button Garland. Tap the button that doesn't change color. I have no idea, dude. I'm just gonna tell you, that one is one where computers have an advantage over human beings. And you're gonna hit me with that again? How dare you? How dare you? You might as well take a stab at it. Orange, blue, blue, yellow. It's one of these three then. Let's go! Sometimes random chance is good enough. We're still in there. Don't make me do this. This is too much. This is too much. Red, purple, blue. It's one of the back three. Let's go. I said, sometimes you just gotta let the brain do what it does. No more Garland, please. Yes, I see the unique card. This is a rotary telephone. I've lost it already. I think it's this one. Oh my god, I did not lose it already. And we're one away From the underdog victory, rooms and objects. Is this thing present in the room? Warning sign. It is not. Look at that. We have actually won. I didn't think it could be done. It required some serious gamesmanship on my part. New tasks. To get the cups, play the game, and fulfill the requirements. Okay, done. Character, Reaper. Place any. Table any. Room any. So this should go without saying. Are you the Reaper, by the way? I hope so. It should go without saying. This is not your typical $1 game on Steam. This is an extreme... Well, we can't really do that. Degree of polish. Reaper. Relative to the average $1 Unity asset flip, no offense intended, except maybe like a little offense intended. No, that's not today. Today's the 12th. We've already established that. Now, I want to get some new unlocks, because I'll tell you, we've seen a lot of the same game over and over. Hold on. Bullet, gun, crown, phone. There was no hourglass before. Now, you might be like, okay, that means it's a little repetitive. I gotta focus 100%. Find and tap the button that's yellow. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Sure, is it repetitive in that sense? So far, yes. But at the same time, I think there's something to be said for, you know, hey, I've got an idea. We're going to keep it like super small in scope. We're going to charge next to nothing for it. And we're going to do that one thing or that small suite of ideas really, really well. So is this the kind of thing right now where I would be like, oh, you got to go out and get this. It's $1 and there's 40 hours of gameplay. Well, you know, maybe if you get to all the unlocks and you get a greater variety of games, if those even exist, yeah. Otherwise, we'll treat it for what it seems to understand that it is, which is a little bit of a fun diversion at a budget price. Flag, pickaxe, gun, bullet. Gun stayed in place. I got really lucky. I only had time to commit a few of those to the memory banks. Okay, tap the non-purple button. It's the last button. Let's go. Every other button. Look, I'll tell you, I play some strategy games here. Hold on, today's the 12th. He's done it. These guys are idiots. I play some strategy games on the channel that require some serious focus and, you know, mental exertion. This has them all beat in that regard. Banana, bat, flag, robot, coffee. There was no hourglass. I had to take a lark on either the phone or the hourglass. I gotta tell you, you AI, you're fools. I've bested you. Bullet, phone, dynamite, hourglass, gun, joystick, skull. I don't remember any of them. Changed its place? Joystick! It's joystick changed! The AI is... They've gotten us. Okay, let's tap... Remember the sequence here? Blue, yellow, 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 orange, yellow. Blue, yellow, 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 orange, yellow. Look at that. You know, they say the human brain is only capable of keeping 7 discrete pieces of information in your brain at any given time. This game right now is all about organizing them. Dark blue did not flash in the 3rd position. Look at that. Record time. I will say, there is... this one... I don't care. I'll let the AI have this one so I can have a conversation, okay? There's one obvious, very easy way to amp up the replay value of this. If it had online multiplayer, the fact that the games are simplistic doesn't matter as much. Find and tap light blue, okay. It doesn't matter as much because you and your friends will, you know, stunt on each other for who has the best and the worst reaction time and the worst short-term memory and etc, etc. In a single-player context, you know, I could definitely see how you would get tired of dunking on the AI. Of course, that does mean that you have to be, you know, roughly as good as I am at the game, which is fairly unlikely because I'm undefeated so far. I don't know if we'll play long enough to get a, to get an unlock. I would love to see it, but I think we're kind of at that point with this game where what you see is what you get. You know, we've seen the games. I was trying to see if the clock was right. I just have to pick one. Oh god. I wasn't paying attention, just to be straight up with you. So I think, you know, there's definitely lots of areas where the game could have its reality improved a little bit, or its performance improved a little bit. Today is a Wednesday. Don't mess with me. But at the same time, don't take that as criticism of like, oh, this is what the developer should have done. Banana, pickaxe, dynamite, skull, coffee, phone, gun. Didn't change. Phone, gun. Coffee probably was the right one there. My brain got flooded. I think instead what they've done is, at least the way it appears to me right now, is they had an idea for kind of like a game that is small in scope, a micro game, and they said, this is what we want to do, and we're going to do it with some degree of polish, and we're going to put it out at a price that seems very fair, and that's pretty much where we're at right now. Turn on all the buttons. Oh, no. No, no, no. That's... So, we probably screwed ourselves by not getting the sequence right. I honestly thought we were just going to tap the buttons right off the bat, but... Catch and tap the button with orange. He's done it. I think, and if you watch this series for any length of time, you know how I feel about this stuff. I think it's very easy to give criticism, for sure. Remained in place. Let's go. And sometimes that criticism, I think, is levied in an unfair way. It's levied in a way that's like, you know, well, it would be better if they did this. I choose instead to look at this and be like, look, I have no idea. He's done it. You know, of course, you know, if you added online multiplayer to this, if you added 100 more mini games, blah, 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 this would make it a better experience. But at the same time, it's, you know, a little bit of diversionary entertainment for the price of a single dollar. Are tools in the room? Don't believe so. There is a Nintendo Switch, though. Sequence. I like this one. Red, yellow, blue, 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 yellow. It's the hardest part of a game of Simon is when they start hitting the button multiple times. And then in your head, you're like, was it blue, blue, or blue, blue, blue? Do you wear a bucket? I do not wear a bucket. I sometimes do throw on the Gucci bucket, as Big Boy said. That's not true. I don't own a Gucci bucket, which is slang for a bucket hat, in case you're unfamiliar. We've won again. I will say I would like to see a little bit more AI difficulty here, but I'm also coming to the realization that to some extent this might be a game for younger children, and perhaps I've tricked myself into thinking I'm like any good at all, when instead this is a game that is perhaps aimed at a younger demographic. Alright, so we had to be knight. We'll do this. We'll do one more. Might be a little bit of a shorter video today just because I'm so dominant. But suffice it to say, this is not a game that I would encourage anybody to like rush out and purchase. Not because it's bad, but because of the fact that I think the use case and the type of person that this will appeal to, he's so good, is somewhat niche. I already have an affinity and a love for minigame collections. No cauldrons. So I think I'm predisposed to actually like the game a little bit more than maybe your average consumer. That being said, I think it's, you know, for $1, I gotta tell you, if you want to see the competition that this game has, why don't you go to Steam, filter by games that are, you know, less than $2, and tell me how many games you see with this degree of polish and care that have gone into them, and how many of them aren't just like, you know, insert politician's name simulator, and it's just like a Unity asset store, FPS demo. Saturday is not tomorrow, unfortunately. Maybe we can get an achievement for shutting the AI out. What card appears most often? That's gonna be bullets, brother. I mean, this is just... Computers, they can't possibly hope to compete with the intelligence of a 31-year-old professional video gamer. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm fresh out of the gym today. God, he's good. I got all the neurotransmitters are firing at peak efficiency up there. Tap light blue. No computer will defeat me today. Except for those times early on when it seemed like the computer could defeat me. Look at that. One more, and we've skunked them. At least we didn't get Garland. Okay. Green, orange, blue, green. Oh, you! How dare you! How dare you! At the last possible moment, ruin what I had going for me. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Vladimir is the skeleton that is a combination of a character from What We Do in the Shadows, Sans Undertale, and also Sir Daniel Fortescue from Medieval. Anyway, normally these videos are a little bit longer, but to be honest, I think we've pretty much done it. I think we've pretty much seen what you need to see for a game like this. So it's a little bit of a weird... Don't point that thing at me, mister. It's a little bit of a weird Northernlion tries in the sense where I'm like, I like it. That being said, I don't know how much playtime you would actually get out of it. That being said, it's also, you know, half of the price of a small cup of coffee in my country. So it's an interesting one. I think it takes one tiny idea and executes it pretty well. If I have any like real actionable feedback, my personal take, to be honest, is that these like variants, in my personal opinion, they should be unlockable faster. Like, that's where I'm at right now, is just, if there's one thing that I'm kind of mildly perturbed by in the game right now, it's the fact that, you know, we won 5 or 6 games in a row, and I guess we won 4, but we won 4 games in a row, and I still don't have access to like any of the new content. But meanwhile, like it makes us feel like we're hungry right now because we already exhausted, you know, the challenge and dopamine. Like, we squeezed the fruit and there's no juice left, but they're still like, hey, just eat a little bit of the rind and we'll give you a new room or a new table. So, you know, the only thing that's got me a little rankled so far is the fact that I would love to get a little bit more stuff, but to be honest, I'm like, man, it seems like a heck of a grind, especially when we're constantly winning pretty easily. It's a heck of a grind to get to this new stuff, but still, it's a freaking $1. So I'm not suggesting you necessarily run out and get it if it doesn't seem like it's your thing, but if you ever find yourself bereft of something to do, I've had a reasonably good time with it so far. And who knows, maybe you can make Steam Remote Play. There's a huge asterisk there. Well, no, because there's no multiplayer regardless. Anyway, ignore what I was saying there. Regardless, this is Who is Awesome. It's $1 on Steam. I think it succeeds at what it set out to do, and I think that's where we'll leave it off here. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you like Northernlion Tries. There's new ones coming out every day at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And check out Who is Awesome on Steam. I'll put a link in the video description below. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!